This webinar is the first in a series of webinars on the School Nutrition and Meal Cost Study, which was conducted by Mathematica on behalf of the U.S. Department of Agriculture's Food and Nutrition Service. This webinar provides an overview of the study and the webinar series. The School Nutrition and Meal Cost Study was a comprehensive study of the National School Lunch Program and the School Breakfast Program. The study provides data on a broad array of topics, including program operations and school food environments, the food and nutrient content of school meals, the costs of school meals, and the contribution of school meals to children's overall diets. The study also assessed student and parent satisfaction with the programs and the types and amounts of foods wasted. The School Nutrition and Meal Cost Study merged two separate studies that USDA has conducted since the early 90s. The School Nutrition Dietary Assessment Studies, which examine the nutritional quality of school meals and the dietary intakes of school meal participants and non-participants, and the School Lunch and Breakfast Cost Studies, which examine the costs of producing school meals. Merging these two separate streams of analysis in the School Nutrition and Meal Cost Study provided an opportunity to examine relationships between key outcomes and, for the first time, answer important questions like, do healthy meals cost more? The study collected data in the 2014-15 school year. The second round of the study is already underway and will collect data in the 2019-20 school year. The study is also important because it is the first national study to evaluate the school meal programs since major reforms from the Healthy Hunger-Free Kids Act took effect in the 2012-13 school year. These reforms included updated nutrition standards for school meals, which were designed to make the school meals more consistent with the dietary guidelines for Americans. Key changes include requiring more fruits, vegetables, and whole grains, setting minimum and maximum calorie levels, and requiring that students include at least one fruit or vegetable serving in order for their meal to be reimbursable. The reforms also included additional lunch reimbursement for school food authorities, or SFAs, that demonstrated compliance with the updated standards, and the Paid Lunch Equity, or PLE rule, which was designed to ensure that SFAs receive sufficient student payments for full-price lunches so that these meals are not subsidized by reimbursements for free and reduced-price lunches. The study addressed four main research objectives. Objective 1 focused on characteristics of school food environments and food service operations. Objective 2 focused on the food and nutrient content of school meals, the nutritional quality of the meals, and compliance with the updated nutrition standards. Objective 3 focused on meal costs and revenues. And Objective 4 had two parts. One focused on student participation, student and parent satisfaction, and students' dietary intakes, and the other focused on plate waste. The study also included integrated analyses that examined relationships among major outcomes. These analyses addressed key questions like, what is the relationship between the nutritional quality of school meals and student participation? Finally, the study examined how key outcomes, like the nutritional quality and cost of school meals, have changed over time. The study included nationally representative samples of SFAs, schools, students, and meals in the 48 contiguous states and the District of Columbia. The design used three-stage sampling to select nested samples of SFAs, schools, and students. The sample focused on public SFAs. All sampled schools participated in the school lunch program, and most, but not all, participated in the school breakfast program. The study was intentionally designed to minimize burden on SFAs and schools and to control data collection costs, so no SFAs or schools were asked to participate in all data collection activities. The study achieved response rates of 83 to 97% for most data collection activities. Response rates were lower at 64 to 69% for student and parent data collections. The final analysis samples included 518 SFAs, 1,207 schools for the assessment of meal quality, and 877 schools for the assessment of meal costs, more than 2,100 students and 1,850 parents, and thousands of plate waste observations. Findings from the study are summarized in a 4-volume final report, with each volume addressing one of the 4 main research objectives. A separate user-friendly summary report is also available, as well as a separate report that describes study design, sampling, and data collection. To complement the written reports, USDA and Mathematica produced 2 webinar series. This is the introductory webinar for a series that focuses on study findings. The 5 other webinars in this series summarize key findings related to program operations, compliance with the updated nutrition standards and the nutritional quality of school meals, school meal costs and revenues, dietary intakes of school meal participants and non-participants, and satisfaction with school meals and plate waste. A separate webinar series provides more technical details about study methods. This series includes a detailed overview of the study design and implementation, and 4 webinars that describe the methods used to assess key study outcomes, including compliance of the meals with the nutrition standards, the cost of school meals, students' dietary intakes, and plate waste. For more information and to access study reports, webinars, infographics, and other products, visit the FNS website using the link shown here.